So this is the website that our textbook provides, and I decided to incorporate that into my lesson plan. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have my student learn the vocabulary for making a simple cookie recipe, and once they have learned that vocabulary, the activity is they're going to go to the grocery store and buy just a couple of items. So I noticed I don't have eggs in my kitchen, so he's going to go to the store and buy eggs. And if he can do that successfully, then he should have enough vocabulary to be able to survive in that kind of a situation. And so we're going to see how that goes. And the vocabulary that I'm going to teach him is simple. This website sorts out the vocabulary for you, like how difficult or how easy it should be. And so I'm mostly going to focus on the green words. As you notice, the red words like chocolate and cookies, those are actually pretty simple. I think a student should be able to categorize those in blue or green. So this website, you know, it might not be perfect, but it gives you a starting point. So I'm going to focus on the green words for my vocabulary lesson.
Good. I don't know what side it is.
Okay, so today we are going to be focusing on specifically making cookies. The ultimate goal is to be able to cook a recipe that is successful. So in front of Paco, how are you doing today, by the way? Doing good?
Ready for these cookies.
Okay, so in front of Paco, flip that around. I just have a recipe here. It's pretty simple, but we are going to go through and highlight some words that he might not understand. So he's going to talk us through this, and after we highlight them, we're going to make word webs. So take it away.
Okay. Eggs and vanilla in a mixer. You might not know what a mixer is.
Okay.
While stirring gradually. That's obvious. Stirring gradually. And baking soda, salt, and flour into mixture and stir until combined. Mixture is made once dough is combined using a spoon. Place tablespoon size dollops of dough. Dollops would be another one because I don't know what that is. Onto a baking sheet, usually 3 scoops across to 4 scoops down. 12 cookies should fit onto one baking sheet. Bake cookies for 10 minutes. 8 is usually all you need. That should be good.
Okay. So with these words, I want you to write the first one. So write mixer just right here and kind of write it in the middle of the paper. And then the second and third word that you chose, so stirring, you can put underneath and then gradually right there. I should have put lines on this. Sorry.
Stirring gradually, is it 2 different words? It's like a phrase. I don't know. I'll put them separately. Stirring.
And then the last one. Okay. So with mixer, I need to pause it. Hold on.
I learned.
Okay. So with these words that you have, just go ahead and identify the root word of each of those more complex words that you have.
Alrighty then. Mix. Stir. Gradual. And I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. So, do you think you would be able to identify the word with just the root word?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so are there any that you can identify now with their meaning?
Well, that is the object that is doing the mixing. Stirring is like the act to stir.
Okay.
And then gradually would mean just gradually. I don't know how to explain that word.
Okay. So I'm going to pause the video right here. Okay, so I have provided a sheet of paper for you, and we're going to build a word family with the words that we've written down. Is that okay? Okay, so let's start with mixer. So with mixer, are there any antonyms that you can think of off the top of your head for mixer?
Divider.
Okay. And then any synonyms?
A blender.
Okay.
We're blending.
And then for collocation, it's kind of complicated, but just kind of write a phraseology for the word, like where you'll commonly hear the word said in a phrase, or
How about use the mixer?
okay. Let's try and think of one more.
A KitchenAid mixer.
Okay. And then the last option is putting it into a word family.
So we got mix. Is that right?
Sure.
And then it's like the present tense, like past tense, or
Yeah.
the act of doing something.
Mixer in this recipe is a
An
noun
object.
because it's a thing. So try and make it an adjective, or you could make it a verb, but you could change the past. You could change the last three words of mixer, you know, you could change it to be like the suffix of it. So you could have mixing. And like you said, you could change the past tense of it. So make it past tense, make it present tense, make it future tense. Perfect. So let's move on to the next word.
All right. So an antonym of stirring would be shaking. I like my drink stirred, not shaken.
Okay. Try and think of another antonym for that one. Because shaking and stirring, they kind of accomplish the same.
Let's see here. So if not shaking, I have no clue.
Okay. Move on to the synonym, and I'll try and search for an antonym for you.
So would shaking fit into that since you accomplished the same thing?
I think so, but we can look it up. So some of the antonyms that are for stir is it says that like calm, inactivity, order. And then for synonyms, it's commotion. It's kind of acting like a noun. Here, let's do it as a verb. Actify, energize, move, set in motion. Activate. And stirring, for the antonyms for that, it's stop. Halt.
So that's an antonym, like stop and halt?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then can you think of any collocations for stirring? Like a common phrase you hear the word in.
Stir in the pot.
Sure. And then a word family.
Stir. Stirred. We'll stir. And then just the actual word, stirring.
Perfect. Gradually. Okay, so now that we've identified some tricky words and we've created word families, now we are ready to bake some cookies. So I want you to go through the list of ingredients and check and see if we have all the ingredients that we'll need to make the cookies.
Okay. We got sugar, brown sugar. There, what is this? Cup butter, right there. We don't have eggs. Can't make cookies without eggs, girl. You go get some. And then what is this? We got the vanilla, salt, baking soda, there's the flour, and chocolate chips. So we're just missing the eggs.
Okay. Okay, so before Paco goes to the store, we need to learn some vocabulary that he might be in need of when he goes to Albertsons. So right here we have a dialogue. We have, you know, an actual employee who works at Albertsons, and then some things a customer might say. So we're going to practice this dialogue back and forth. Okay? So, do you want to start with this question?
Okay. Where can I find the eggs?
Those are back in the dairy section. And then I'll ask you this question. Did you find everything okay?
Yes.
And then you can ask me this question.
How much do these cost?
I don't know. Let me find out. And then I'll ask you this one. Is that all?
Yes.
And then
Can I have my receipt?
let me print it out for you. And then the last one is go ahead and scan your card.
Okay.
Thank you. And then right here we have some common words that someone might not know. So for example, we have grocery store, keypad, PIN number, money, debit card, credit card, receipt, and scan. So are there any words that you think somebody might not be familiar with?
Maybe PIN number and I would say keypad, PIN number, and scan because I've seen people.
Okay. So go ahead and highlight those and we'll create word families.
Keypad, PIN number, scan.
Okay. Okay, Paco, so what did you like about the lesson?
I liked the cookies.
Okay. If you were a second language learner, what would have been helpful from the lesson that we had?
I think the web thing you do with the words of like coming up with some antonyms, synonyms, and things like that will kind of help them understand more about the word and things like that. So I think that would be useful to second language learners.
And do you think going to the grocery store would be too stressful for them?
I think it would be stressful. I think they can handle it, but it's better to throw them out there than keep them cooped up, I guess.
Okay. Thank you.